Welcome to Biblical Studies Today, instructional videos. It's Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. Of note here is the release of the ESV text change summary. The Translation Oversight Committee has just released their changes to the ESV text. The process began last summer 2024, and now they are releasing these. We'll note that website and also look at Denny Burke's blog from several years ago when the 2016 version came out of the ESV, and some comments on Genesis 3:16. And then I want to come to a very helpful contribution by Mark Strauss at the Gospel Coalition and the Bible in Translation, and help us to appreciate the many English translations that we have. So the ESV text change summary, 36 different passages involving 42 verses from the 2016 version to now here the 2025 version. I want to note two of those again, Genesis 3:16 and John 1:18. We have here in the 2016 version this phrase, contrary to, your desire shall be contrary to your husband, and the ESV 2025 here, for your husband. Vastly different idea from contrary to, this idea of perhaps a usurping kind of desire that a woman would have. To usurp the authority of a husband. And here, just a more flattened for your husband. Behind this is the Hebrew el isheka, so to your husband, tishukatecha, your desire. And it's this verb here, your desire, with the preposition to, that has led some in 2016, especially with the ESV committee at that point, contrary to, a contrary desire that a woman would have for her husband, vahu yamashal baka, that he will yet rule over you. And we see here in the Septuagint, proston andrasu, he apostrophe su, to, again, to your husband, you're turning here, this apostrophe, a turning toward. And again, there's a nuance in both apostrophe and tishukatecha here. The idea could go either way. Could be contrary to or could be for. Denny Burke, we'll look at his blog here in just a moment. In his 2016 contribution there, though he is president of the Council for Biblical Manhood and Womanhood and has been a leader in that organization, fully complementarian, yet he states he even prefers the flatter, the more general translation. And most would note that the NAS, especially the 1995, is a fairly wooden translation, and they state for. And I think this is a good move for the ESV committee here to flatten this and to not be quite so specific in the translation. And Mark Strauss's article, The Bible in Translation, will note just the range of nuance and meanings and can be helpful for us to reference. I want to note also John 1:18. And here I am just not in agreement with how the ESV took 2025 here, the God, the only Son, here, the only God in 2016. Theon udes cheoraken popate, monogenes theos, haon eston kalpon tu patras akenas exegesata. It's this monogenes theos, the only begotten God. And the 2025 committee has decided to go with God, the only Son, looking really to variant there and basing their translation on that variant. I think the better way is to look at the NAS 1995. I think this is the best of all English translations, the only begotten God. It's very wooden, and we understand that to be the Son. No one has ever seen God at any time, the only begotten God. We understand that to be the Son, who is in the bosom of the Father. He has explained him or revealed him. I think that's the best translation here of monogenes theos. Again, I noted Denny Burke's article, and this is from 2016, and Genesis 3:16, again, the ESV's rendering at that point where the ESV went contrary to, and Burke noting that he would have preferred even just a flat for your husband as opposed to contrary to. And then Mark Strauss's article, so helpful here, and links to both of these are on the first slide here that you can see, the Bible in Translation. For more instructional videos, go to biblicalstudiestoday.com. For more information on biblical studies courses and degree programs, go to mbts.edu. See you again next time.